Greetings and salutations, YouTube. This is your good friend, the Armchair Philosopher, aka Fragments of Memory. I was looking at a vid by Sahbisun, and it was entitled Shame, and how more often than not, black people seem to carry this weight of shame on them. And one of the things she discussed was how when, let's say, a black woman gets loud in public, the black man feels ashamed. Not because he doesn't think the black woman should not be loud, but because he doesn't want to look bad in front of other races of people. And it seems that shame is some sort of weapon to keep people in check. Like, if you shame me, I won't come out and stand up against you because I'll have shamed you. Because we all want to be seen as though we have some type of worth or value. Like, I need to be seen by the other races of people around the world that I am worthy and that I have value. And of course, too often many people say that the black man has self-hate. Now, Sahbisun, she liked to postulate that it was more shame and not actually self-hate, because a black man isn't killing himself because a black woman isn't quote unquote acting right. Um, she did make a very good point that human beings are subject to error. We are subject to error. So no one is 100% perfect. We all are guilty of some form of anger, jealousy, lust, covetousness, whatever the case might be. So there seems to be that sort of thing going on. I did like some of the examples she used, such as a a black woman wearing weave, for example. She's wearing weave because she's been told it's been acceptable. Like, this is what will make her worthy and acceptable. Not that wearing the weave will not that wearing the weave will make her more acceptable. So people come out and say, "Don't wear the weave. It makes you look bad," or this, whatever the case might be. Now, she postulates it's because the black woman rocks it better than the woman who has it naturally. So, of course, that black woman is now told not to wear the weave. They're shaming her into not wearing the weave. I even enjoyed her. Now, I'm not sure if I 100% agree with everything she said, but she did make a good point about how shame is a powerful weapon. Now, the other thing about the black woman also wearing weaves aren't jumping in the lake committing suicide, or the brother that marries the white or deals with the white chick or dates the white chick isn't cutting his wrists because he hates himself. No. She even pointed out how black people, black men that marry these white women or hang out with these white women, like fine things. They drive fine cars, they eat fine food, they wear fine clothing. She even talked about how blacks in this country, a lot of people also shame black people in this sense. They go, "Oh, black people black people have BET, black people have Essence magazine. What do white people have?" And she pointed out that there is white dominance. That white people dominate in this culture. That when you look at TV, magazines, media, comic books, I'll even go to comic books because I am a fanboy. You have comic books and things like that where the hero is mostly white. Where many heroes, many fashion models are always white women, where the blacks are excluded. And she even posed a good question about how if I exclude if I exclude a white person, doesn't that make me racist? And then, of course, the whole reverse racism card got played, or sometimes that reverse racism card is played. Um, no other race of people. She did point out, and I agree with this, that no other race of people says for their race to do better. The Asian doesn't say Asians do better. No, I and here's where I think we might part ways a little bit. Where when I say do better, I say stop doing these activities that, number one, bring shame upon you, which she does talk about shame. But number two, don't let your quality of life be bad simply because you want to engage in activities that aren't good for you. Like if you wanna lay up with a bunch of different females barebacking, or if you have all these children out of wedlock and you don't have child and you're not paying child support, but you're trying to dodge the system, or if you're doing something immoral like slanging or something like that, and you know that's not good for you. But it does seem that we in this country do have problems with our blackness. I think in this country we're so worried about offending white sensibilities, white proclivities, that we try to lessen the intensity of our blackness. And this is definitely something she talks about. Asians don't try to de-Asianize themselves in order to be more culpable to white sensibilities. What they end up doing is every group of people in this nation celebrates who they are, their culture, and their community. Whether it's the Asian in Chinatown, whether it's the Italian in Little Italy, whether it's whether it's the Irishman, like here in St. Louis, we have a neighborhood called Dogtown where people of Irish heritage have historically and even currently stay in. We got Dogtown. We have some places where there's a strong concentration of Bosnians. We have a strong place where there's like a strong concentration of Asians. None of these groups of people feel that fragmented disconnect. In fact, they're proud of who they are. I just think that we as blacks in America have been so used to being marginalized that we've tried to be less black, and even in trying to deny ourselves, we've we made everything worse for ourselves. Um, like, I don't want to name my kid Hakeem, like she used that example. And she does talk about that, about how just we are too shameful, like we're always quick to be shamed. So I know what it means to go through that sort of ordeal. Just being black and having to walk the tightrope of being black in a predominantly white American society. And I would also like to point out to Miss Sahbisun that we are a people who have had our culture stolen, our way of life stolen, our heritage stolen. So now, you know, we've been so caught up in trying to assimilate. This doesn't make it right or correct, but we are a people that have been brainwashed big time, seriously. And maybe we're saying the same things, and maybe I'm saying what you're saying in a roundabout way, but I did want to say that I did enjoy your vid in regards to that. I totally enjoyed your vid. I thought you were hitting on some good points. That I think we as blacks need to celebrate who we are. I think we need to celebrate our natural hair. And I think we should try to lessen our need to cater to white sensibilities. This doesn't mean we should go out of our way to rebel or to be different, but at the same time, we should we should try to be the best people that we can be on this planet. So I did enjoy your video, and I don't agree with everything you say a lot, but you make some good vids. Take care.